Goodbye, everybody. Going to work now. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, how's everyone doing? It is 7:30 in the morning and it is a Monday. I do try to be optimistic on Mondays because it is known to be everyone's worst day of the week. I try and make it the best one, so I've got to go and do an estimate real quick. Quick quote on a shop front. Not seen it yet, so I'll have a look and see what's up with that, and then teaming up with Kev today, and we're back at that farmhouse. So you guys might remember that big farmhouse roof clean I've got going on. I've had some scheduling issues, but we're finally back now to start cracking on with that again. So I will see you guys there. Because of all the roadworks in Burton-on-Trent at the moment, it's bad. They are literally blocking off every route that I need to get to work, which is really annoying. I have to go a super long way around every day. This quote I'm off to do now is she's a bit loud this morning. Calm down. This quote is 5 minutes away from my house. It's going to take me on a 20-minute detour just to get there, which is just great, isn't it?
Hello, Sid.
Hello, mate. I'm just outside the gate. Sorry, I'm a bit early.
Oh, okay. You said 9 o'clock.
Yeah, apologies. I can park up somewhere for a bit if you want.
No worries. No worries.
All right, nice one. Cheers.
Come down.
Nice one. Thank you. But yeah, so we'll aim to get that done today. I'm going to finish off this part here and round the other side of that as well. And then we'll be back periodically then throughout the next week or two. Right, so once I've got everything plugged in, the first thing I want to do is I want to check my pressure down here. I want to make sure this is all set up ready to go, because you don't want to be using too much pressure. These are rosemary tiles. They're pretty hard wearing, but they can also be fragile at the same time, and they're very expensive, so you don't want to break them. So I'll whack a nozzle on the end of this, and I'm probably going to be cleaning this roof at about 90 bar. That's all that we'll really need, to be honest with you. This machine is set for 250 bar, or is it 200 bar? I can't remember. But yeah, we don't want to be using all of that, that's for sure. Right, I've just had a great idea. Let's pick that drone winner now. I mentioned in the last video that I would pick a winner from whoever watched this video. So let's copy the link. Here we go, a nice live...
Wow, look at your makeup.
Whoa! Nice live drone winning here. So the winner of the drone... I'm not going to include replies. We got loads of comments on this video as well, so I think it was over 600. Hopefully you guys can see. Alright, 965 comments. Pick a winner. Leslie Cass, you have won the drone. So if you watch this video, give me a shout and I will get some details off you. And yeah, you've won the drone. So I'd ask you to email me. I'm going to put a link down in the description for you to email me. And then I'll just have to verify that it's you, and then I'll send the drone out to you. So well done, Leslie. You've won a drone, so well done. Yeah, just park in there, Kev.
Got to the edge of the state, I thought I'd got the bloody hose.
Oh yeah, yeah, I needed it. So your job for today is this side of the roof here.
Oh yeah.
So just set up there, just work your way along. You might have to, what I'd probably recommend is when you set up there at the far edge,
Yeah.
You'll be better off using a flat surface cleaner for pretty much the entire roof. Just watch the edges because they're fragile, these tiles, so
right.
Just be careful it doesn't knock them. And then when you set up over here, you might want to put the turbo nozzle on to get behind the chimney.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, so go sideways, you can get all behind that chimney then. Yeah, I'd start at that end, yeah, and then work your way along.
Put the turbo nozzle on to do the ridges. Or?
You shouldn't need to because it's flat, so I didn't need it to do. I didn't need to do it on any of these. So I'm just going to be working around the other side of this, getting that side done, and then I'll come around and do that bit, and that'll be us for today. Then,
well, right there, man,
yeah, you'll be fine now. Yeah. So there's a tap there for you, and there's an electric port just around the corner there as well. So that's why I put you here instead of me being here. I'll come and help you build that scaffolding up in a minute as well. Nice water pressure, man. Can you hear that? Woo!
Never mind, though, because sometimes they slip off, don't they?
Yeah, they fall off all the time, don't they? I do like this tower, but it's bloody stiff sometimes, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, that's the only thing I worry about when you pack it up. But you want to do check, make sure the ends are on.
Well, one day we'll have a cherry picker and that'll be that. Easy peasy. I'm hoping I've calculated that perfectly, that we're just resting against the guttering.
Well, you want the, do you want to put one of them on first?
Yeah, 1 second. Just checking, I see like loads of empty wasp nests. Just trying to make sure they're not active. Oh, it's not that long actually. It looks really long from the ground, but it's but you'll probably reach that in like 2 sections, if that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it should be quite easy this actually.
Okay, mate. Before I move it onto that one, just swap the turbo nozzle onto that one again.
Yeah, I'd put the turbo on and just try and get as much behind that chimney as you can. Just because when you move over, it's going to be a bit harder to get around it. So there is like there's like a side thing. You'll see when you get up here anyway. Yeah, cool.
And there's holes on the chimney as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
These got to be done as well.
These ones, yeah, I'll probably do these later.
Yeah.
I have to shoot off at some point because I've got to do some pressure washing at a job.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're going to be there doing the guttering.
Right.
It would just be a gutter clear out, and then just to clean over. I think it's black guttering, so
right.
there's nothing crazy. There is like a thing at the side of the house. There's like a lean-to roof.
Yeah.
With like loads of poly panels on it that'll need cleaning, but it's just green, so they should come up like proper nice. So that'd be the same as just like spray a bit of that stuff on it. You know, the you'll have to get the gutter back from the unit anyway. So.
Of course I will, yeah. Yeah, I can swap the beads off over the gutter back.
Yeah. Could have done with another scaffolding tower here really, but oh well. Right then folks, voiceover Sid here. I was talking over this segment of the clip, but because of the engine was like 5 feet from my head, you couldn't hear me very well. So I'd just like to explain what I'm doing here. So I'm steam cleaning these tiles, so it's not full steam, it's basically just very hot water. It's 90 degrees water that I've turned the boiler to, and I'm using a small, I think it's is it a 12-inch flat surface cleaner on the end? It might be 9, I think it's 12. Yeah, I think it's 12 on the end of the pole. So I've got the high pressure pole conversion kit going through it, that connects up to my pressure washer, the boiler's heating up the water, and it's coming out the end of that pole at 90 degrees. A lot of people say, why are you starting at the bottom? I usually always start at the bottom when I start the job. For me, it's basically a bit of a warm-up for my muscles because that pole is extremely heavy, especially with that big metal flat surface cleaner on the end and the weight of the hose inside, and it's really far away from you, so it's really heavy. So it's first thing, I think it was, what was it? I think it was about 9 o'clock in the morning at this point. So it's a lot of weight to be shuffling around at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I work upwards to begin with, just on the first stretch. That's kind of like my warm-up on the job. And then once I get to the top of the roof, then my muscles are warmed up a bit, and then I just go from the top down then for the rest of the job. So What actually happened on this part of the roof, the water takes a little while to heat up fully, so there was actually some staining left where I first started here that I had to go over again at the end of the day, but the rest of the roof came up like sort of perfect. But basically I just sort of drag the pole up and down over the tiles. I don't really go side to side that much. A lot of people will do a whole roof going side to side, left to right, left to right. I find that really cumbersome, and it sort of really tacks in on sort of your core and on your shoulders, on your back. So I tend to sort of like drag it up and down the roof. That's sort of how I get kind of an even coverage and minimise me missing anything, because it's a job where it's also very, very hard to see what you're doing, especially when you've got steam coming out of it. The sun was actually directly in my eyes as well on this, so it was poking through the trees directly into my eyes. So yeah, it can be very hard to see what you're doing, so I do short movements. Definitely don't try to rush, because you will leave marks. I mean, I still left some marks on this, and I thought I'd covered the roof perfectly, but it was only when I got the drone up in the air a bit later, I was like, oh, there's a few marks there, which I then had to go and reset up to get off. So yeah, basically that's it. You just sort of work in sections and slowly begin to cover the roof, and before you know it, you're kind of done. Yeah, and that's it. Then on to the next part, then onto the part after that. This is a big roof, guys, so I will be coming back here probably 2 or 3 more times to get it all finished. So yeah, I'm going to spread these videos out into like a part every week or something. I'm not too sure, but yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see the difference there, but it's pretty quick. I don't know if I showed you that in real time then or not. I'll probably sped it up a little bit, because I mean that probably just took about 7-8 minutes, maybe max, maybe 6 minutes to do that bit there. Obviously I'll turbo nozzle these edges here, because they're quite they're an unusual shape on the end. If you use that flat surface cleaner, it's got a bar that spins round underneath, right? So if you go over an uneven surface, that bar is going to hit it, and it will definitely crack those, because as I said, they're fairly fragile. So I'm just going to work my way along doing all the flat surface clean stuff, put the turbo nozzle on, do that bit, then I'll work around. You can see this bit here, this is really bad. I'm using 90-degree steam and 90 bar, as I said. Kept cracking away there, look, doing a great job. Fantastic. I can't wait to do this bit here. This is going to look really good. I'll try and get a good camera angle for that, but I'll set you up over here now so you can watch the rest of this out of the sunlight. Yeah, let's go. Don't mind me guys, I've just got my drone batteries and my GoPro batteries charging at the same time for 5 days if I need to. Very nice. Right, so first section's kind of done. I still need to get behind the chimney. It's really hard to see. I might actually save behind there and put some scaffolding up instead, just to make sure I do a better job of it. Let's see how well Kev's getting on. Yeah, look at that. Look at the difference there. That looks awesome. Check it out, guys. That is a typical Sid Partridge look there. My legs broke just as I give away a drone. I bought two just in case I bloody broke this one. It turns out, yeah, I broke this one just as I give away the other one because I haven't needed it, because I didn't think I'd ever break this one because I'm such a good flyer, obviously. Yeah, crashed into a tree, folks, so I've got a wonky leg. To be honest, I think it's all good. I think I can fix it. It still actually works as far as I can see, so I think what I'll probably do is I'll just try and screw that back in or glue that back on. It's like cracked the frame a little bit, but I think it's all right. So yeah, that is typical though, isn't it? Hopefully it still works, we'll see. If not, I'm gonna have to buy another drone. Typical. I'm doing another 50-point turn like Austin Powers, guys. Oh. That's tight. Come on. Inches. This van is making me get very good at driving. Right, that's it for me. I've just got to sort out some notes. I'm going to Leicester tomorrow do you guys remember that church that I cleaned not too long ago? I'm going back to that church and I'm steam cleaning some of the sandstone on the front and some delicate parts around the back as well. So that should be a cool video, I hope. Hopefully it turns out nice and the sandstone doesn't stop falling apart. We'll see though. If it does, I'll just have to stop. I'll say I don't want to damage the church, you know. Yeah, that's about it. So good day apart from the broken drone leg. Hopefully I can fix that because I don't really want to fancy spending another 500 and something pound on another one, but they are cool for the videos and for the pictures, so if I have to I will. But congratulations to, I've forgotten the name already, who actually won the unused drone. I'm actually very jealous of you now, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Right, change of plan. The gentleman I was meant to go and see said not today because he's working from home and doesn't want the noise, so I'm here at a different quote instead. This is the wall that surrounds the whole front of this property. So it's funny, isn't it? You park up and suddenly the road becomes the busiest road in the world, but whatever. Right. So it's all of, wow, this goes on forever. So it's all of that wall, both sides of it as well. And we've got all of that as well. Gosh, there's loads. All of that also. Right, let's do a little test patch.